Yeah. And I would think that there's really kind of a delicate balance here of having things that are strong enough to kill what we want to kill, but at the same time, not being invasive or potentially dangerous to the people that are there, especially with the patients who already have suppressed immune systems, many of them. So, Mark, given that we're dealing with drains, are there chemicals registered by the EPA that tackle biofilm and that are also safe to use in plumbing systems and the environment?
Certainly, Michelle. We would recommend that you look at sodium dichloroisocyanurate.
Say that 10 times fast.
It's otherwise known as NADCC, which can be purchased pre-blended with a surfactant. So there are EPA-registered products on the U.S. market. They're normally sold in the form of a fast-dissolving tablet. So you take the tablet, you dissolve it in water. It does an impersonation of a little Alka-Seltzer because it fizzes away, releases the chemical into the water, and now you have your supply of disinfectant ready to be either foamed, or if you're looking at one of those dry surface biofilms that Dr. Rodi was talking about, then apply to a cloth, preferably a high-quality microfiber cloth, and wipe the surface with the cloth. Will help to provide that physical friction and removal of the biofilm. The disinfectant plus surfactant will penetrate and kill. Because one of the things that Dr. Rodi mentioned was just how quickly a biofilm can reestablish itself. And, we hear stories, and there is research that says 40 minutes. And if you have not properly killed that biofilm, but you wiped it with an ineffective disinfectant, your dry biofilm just became a wet biofilm, and a wet biofilm is a growing biofilm. So, we need to be sure that we are getting a high-level kill and we're getting as much of that material off the surface as we possibly can.